Get some dailies done here. Let's see. Cook punt bird. Bird 3, copy 3. Knock that out first thing.
Hey Soul.
Hey, Tekken, how's it going, bud?
I was just watching Kratos and all them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I seen those on there earlier before I left work. I might have to try to get in touch with them, see if I can't get this one daily done.
I'm hunting right now for trader.
Ah, okay.
The wagon is so helpful.
Yeah, it helps. I think I got all that done. Let me see here. Alright, 3 beaver skin. Full skill. That one's a bug. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. We can get that one. Get that one.
How's the moonshine business treating you?
Uh, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can get all 9 of them done. Just take a little bit of time here. perfect targets.
Supplies are starting to run low, just so you know. Good stuff. Beautiful. That's top notch. Excellent. Thank you. This is good quality.
I'll just do this one anyway. They have explosives. how they had explosives.
It's chicken time. I'll wait here.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back, Captain.
My bad, I went to get food.
Oh, that's no problem. I'm not doing this again. Try to take over.
What's up, soul?
What's up, Fernandez? How's it going, bud?
Nothing on here, trying organize my garage.
Okay. You get off your other game you was playing?
You saw it, Watts?
I said, did you get off your other game that you was playing? Getting back on fucking forced weapons again. Get back into your GTA.
I was on RDR2 earlier today.
Oh, okay.
If you seen my stream.
How's it work? Yeah, I just got home a little bit ago.
Okay.
Okay, I got what I come for. Hmm. Okay, that's weird. I quit to camp, but it put me right here.
Ah, you're back. Troubling news, I'm afraid. Some of our fellow traders headed
Hi.
for market but never arrived. Now, I was
What's
thinking
up,
we could
Duck?
go check on them and maybe lighten their load for the return journey. Feels like the least we can do, don't you think? Good.
It's going alright. How you doing? You been making the big money off of your hanger? Ah, I still got a little bit more. I got a source for mine, and then for my warehouse, I've got to sell 2 of my special things and source 2 regulars so I can have 111 for it. Yeah, I'm gonna get on here in a little bit. I was just trying to knock these dailies out, but there's one that I won't be able to knock out if I can't find somebody to get on and do the posse invite with. 5 minutes. You basically just start an invite and then just stand there and wait for it to end. I mean, you don't have to win it or anything. You just got to complete it. That's the only thing. I think it takes about 5 minutes. But I'm working on the other dailies right now until I find somebody to get on and do it with me. Some of the others is, oh, have you? Real life? Uh, yeah, I'd say that does get pretty rough. Especially when you're trying to be the one to organize it. I need to give him some materials to work with to get to another resupply. That on your battle bots? Oh, yeah, you got to get a bunch of people to. Is it on your stream or is it? I mean, how you working that since it's a 24-hour stream thing? Yeah, I could imagine so. So basically, y'all was just passing off to the next person. Yeah, yeah, I could imagine that being pretty time consuming.
I have to say, I've outdone myself with the stew this time.
Oh yeah. Well, you still got time. I mean, it's the rest of the week.
Supplies are good. I'm a happy man.
Well, that's all I was going to do because I got to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. So I was only planning on doing one. But I'd like to say I still got to finish sourcing it. I think I need maybe 10 more sources or something. 10 more items, rather. Hmm. Yeah, well, the other night when I was on, I ran 19 sources and not a one of them was 2. Well, now, let me defend him a little bit here. He may have been talking about sourcing with Rooster. Now, with Rooster, it may be 1 and 4. But right now, for the rest of the week, you're guaranteed 2 and possibly 3 uh, ever so often for him to source for you. But now it could very well be what he was talking about was sourcing with Rooster 1 in 4 gives you two items on normal, you know, sourcing. But now as far as doing them yourself, most people don't do them themselves. I mean, they're not going to take the time to do it under normal circumstances. But like I say, I'm working on the career progression and I need 50 of all the same items. Now, I did watch a video of a guy that was saying, narcotics, uh, the first three, narcotics, chemicals, and what was the other one? Something else. Chemicals. Did I say chemicals already? Narcotics, chemicals, and another one up there on top. Um, that those are the three highest paying. And what he does is he'll do like one narcotics, one chemical, one narcotics, one chemical, because it's a 3.5 minute cooldown. But if you do a narcotics, you can, as soon as you get it done, you can instantly do a chemical. And he would do that till he got 35 of each. And well, you get 35% bonus for each. So what he would do is he would sell one of them at 25 and then go back and bounce between the two again until he got the 50 for the one narcotics or something like that's what he was doing. But yeah, he was saying you could sell those two for 35% bonus each, which was turning out still to be like a few $1,000,000. Yeah. Well, and here's another thing too: is you hit a cap at 11.5 million for a sale on it. Okay, if you source 50 narcotics and you sell it in just a invite only lobby, you're gonna make 10.5 million. I think this guy was saying right now this week, where the GTA Plus is 2 times and then it's regular 2 times, so you're getting 4 times. So he's saying with plus you get the 70% bonus for 50 of one item, and narcotics sells for the most apparently. Um, so he was saying you could get like 10.5, 10.8 million. Okay, so you're basically risking and losing money by selling it in a public lobby. The only way you would benefit is if you was in a public lobby with 5 other people. So, like, say if we could go to an invite only lobby and say me, you, Fernandez, or me, you, Evil, Aaron, and Luke was all in the same lobby. We would get that extra bonus because there would be 5 of us in the lobby. But well, he was saying that the bonus works according to how many people's in the lobby. If you're in a full lobby, you would potentially make like $15 million off of a sale, but you're capped at 11.5 million. So you're only going to get 11.4, 11.5 million, even if you're in a 29 person lobby. Okay. So he was saying the juice isn't worth the squeeze on it to do it in a public lobby. And I was thinking, okay, well, what if you had 5 people in a private lobby? You would get, because he was saying the only way you'd benefit would be in a lobby with 5 people. So not to look for a full lobby. Look for a lobby with 5 people in it. He said, because where the cap is at, you're going to lose money, basically, is what he was saying. Yeah, so that's where he was trying to get at, was you're going to lose money by getting in a full lobby. and at the same time you're risking losing because somebody blows you up, then there you are, you just lost it. You know what I'm right. So that's where he was getting at was if you're going to do it, you're actually better off just doing it in an invite only lobby. So that's what I was planning on doing. Anyway. I think he said you'd make like 11.4 million. So you'd make, I can't remember the exact totals to be honest with you, Doug, but he was saying that you would only make like eight or 900,000 more by selling it in a public lobby versus a invite only lobby. Yeah, no, and that's what he was saying. He's like, yeah, it's not worth trying to find a public lobby and taking the risk of someone blowing you up, especially if you're solo and you're having to go back and get two or three different uh, vehicles. Um, and that's what he was trying to get at was, yeah, just do it in a private lobby because that's where you're gonna be making enough off of it anyway to where why risk it, you know? Which I was planning on doing mine in a private lobby anyway, because I mean, the extra that I'm going to make off of selling in a public lobby to me on anything is not worth the risk of possibly losing it all, potentially losing it all anyway, you know? Yeah. Yeah, and like I say, I mean, any kind of sell mission I'm doing, it's like when you always doing the bunker and you was doing them in uh, public lobbies. I was like, no, I believe I'll just do mine in a invite only lobby. So the only risk I've actually got here is possibly NPCs or me possibly not getting it done in time is the only risk that I'm running, which greatly lowers, you know, greatly lowers my chances of not getting the full payout of it. There's usually more than two beavers up here. Where's the others at? So yeah, I mean that's what he was saying is you got to look at the hard cap that they put on things um, when it comes to stuff like that, and not everything is capped at the same thing. Is another thing he was saying. He was saying the bunker cap was like 11.4 million. I think it's the most you could possibly make off of any sale from your hangar. Yeah, yeah, and he was saying, like the bunker was capped at like 10.8 million or something. I don't know. And then like your acid lab is capped at like what was it? Like 4 million or $8 million or something like that, or so many $100,000 or whatever. Eight. Yeah, you got quite a bit of setup with it on the Cluck and Bell. Yeah, I agree with you on that. And I mean, the only reason now that I set up a Cluck and Bell is if nobody's on and I'm grinding through the day and uh, I've got my casino set up, I've got my Kaio set up, then yeah, I'll be like, I'll just go ahead and set up a Cluck and Bell. I'll go ahead and set up a Union Depository. Cause yeah, just something to do, you know. Because I don't need either one of those now. I mean, I'm completely done with what I need to accomplish for my career progress on those. So, yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, once the double payout's gone, you know, I'll set it up from time to time just so, okay, I've got it here. You know, if I want to go make 800,000, then I go make 800,000 pretty quick and easy. Which I've got an Oscar right now. I've got an Oscar Guzman. I've got a casino. I've got a Caio. I think I might even have a Cluck and Bell set up. I think I've got a Union Depository set up. Um, I've got something else. Seems like. Oh well, I've got a full warehouse, but like I said, I'm trying to
Duck
get
is
the
down
hundred.
the hanger? Or he finished with that?
No, we're just talking about it right now, Fernandez. Um, um, yeah. Um, but I mean, it's like I need 111 for the in one delivery for the career progress. Well, I've got 111, but two of them are special items. So from what I was told, when you go to sell them, it will only sell 109, and then you have to sell the two specials separately. So for the warehouse, yeah, it won't sell them two. It won't count them two as the 111 in the sale. You may sell them at the same time, but it won't count them as 111 items sold. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just the regular warehouse. I'm not talking about the car warehouse. I stole a few of the cars for the car warehouse, but every time I steal them, I'm spending more money. I'm spending like three, four, $5 million because by the time I get them back to the warehouse, I've done three, five, seven, $8 million worth of damage to it from where the NPCs just run over me and run into me and everything else. So, I mean, yeah, I might make money off of it eventually, but I'm not really focused on the car warehouse really. Now, the warehouse I'm talking about is like the warehouse where you can actually have five different warehouses. You can buy the small, medium, or large one. You got to have the large to get 111 items sourced, and that's the one where you have Lupe go out and you pay her $7,500 and have her go out and get the items for you. But see now, and that's the thing about getting Rooster or whatever his name is. I think it's Rooster to go out and source the items for your hangar. Okay, it costs you $25,000 every time he goes to get you an item. Okay, so let's say you do get lucky and one in every four is two items. Okay. Well, by the time you get 50 sourced through him, okay, when you go to do the sale under normal circumstances, you're only going to make $500,000. yeah, I mean, so why bother with the hassle of even doing the sale, really? Unless you're doing it for some kind of career progression, which I don't think you have to make so much money off of it. I don't think so in the career progression. I'd have to look. Uh, because it's not really a career progression for the warehouse itself. It's for the CEO is what you have to sell the 111 items for is in the CEO
Soul
progression.
Shaker.
What's up, Bennett? So I don't think you have to make a certain amount off of the
Fernandez.
the warehouse itself. You just have to
Jack.
sell the 111 in one item, in one sale rather. Yeah, so I mean, once I get the 111 done, I may, I may, yeah, I may work on trying to source it up some with Lupe, just for the simple fact that at some point I feel like they will do like a double payout on it,
Like
you know,
3.
like they do everything else. Yeah, appreciate that, Bennett. So, I mean, it may be a year from now. You never know. And by that time, six will be out and I won't be needing to worry about it anyway. Yeah, I'm hoping within by this time next year, online six is out. Well, I don't think it'll be that long because if you think about the time frame between five and six, or four and five, it was about the same amount of time between three and four, and it was like,
What's up, Benek 1?
what was it? It was like, what was it? 4 or 5 years, something like that. Maybe a little bit longer than that between the actual drops of them. So, and PS5's only been out for what, maybe 2 years now, somewhere along that lines. So, it might have been. I've been where I'm working now. I've been there a little over 7.5 years, and I know I was there for a
Exo.
while
Doesn't the
before it
total
dropped out.
amount multiply with the more people there are in an open lobby when you make a sale?
It does, Tekken, except for there's a cap, and that's what we're talking about is the the cap right now. If you've got GTA Plus, okay, you're getting 4 times the pay. So for the hangar, you're making it's like 10.4, $10.8 million. Okay, and if you sell in a public lobby, if there's more than 5 people in the lobby, you're wasting money. Okay, so if you're in a full lobby, yeah, if you're in a full lobby with a full 50 items of one item with the 4 times, you would potentially make $16 million. Okay, but you're capped at 11.4 million. So you're losing like, because it's 1.5 times for a full lobby, I think. Am I right, Duck? 1.5 times. Okay, so you figure if you're making 10 million, that would be $15 million you could potentially make. But since you're capped at 11.4 million, you're risking losing everything just to make an extra $800,000, $900,000 over selling it in a private lobby. But now, if you can get, say, 5 friends to get in that private lobby with you and not be in your organization, and let you do the sale, then you could potentially get the 11.4 million. But I mean, you're taking up their time for you to do the sale, which could potentially take you, 10, 15 minutes if you've got a full thing and you're having to deliver, say, 3 trucks. And I watched a guy with the going back, change subject a little bit here on you, Duck, on the mule. What was it? He was not able to pick up. He was talking about not being able to pick up the some of the delivery trucks or none of the motorcycle club with the mule, but there is some of them that you can pick up. One guy that I watched, he was picking them all up. But that was like not long. That's like the same week that it come out. So they must have fixed it to where you can't pick up certain things now. So I don't know about how all that's working right now. Yeah, I mean, it's just to basically, I guess, get you to spend the money and play the game more. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. One more beaver, one more parasol mushroom, and then the posse and button there. Let's see if I can find anybody. And I mean, I can see putting that stuff in the game because it's just like Red Dead. They've got things in there that you don't need: clothes, weapons, horses, things like that. But once you get to a certain point to where you've bought everything anyway, and you're building up all this money and you've got all this money, why not buy it? So it's something to keep you playing the game, and that's the whole thing. Yeah, that's the whole agenda of them developing the games is that alone. Let's see, I got 2, 4, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9. So I mean, I can see the reasoning behind them doing that in the game of putting useless items. But now, I do agree with you. Okay, why put a helicopter that is designed to carry, that is specifically said that that's what it's for, carrying cargo, in the game if I can't pick up cargo and carry it? You know, why? That's to me, yeah, that's just being ridiculous on that end there. Yeah, and that's probably the reasoning behind behind not allowing you to pick them up is because, you know, that's like the fastest flying helicopter there is as far as cargo helicopters and stuff goes. So, I mean, somebody was saying, and I don't know how they figure out the miles per hour on these things, but it flies like 95 miles an hour. So, if you've got a delivery in a truck that's 5 miles away, you can pick that up, and be done with it in just like a couple of minutes versus it taking you 15 minutes to drive it to 5 miles. Because you'd have a direct line, you wouldn't actually be driving around things. And that's what I don't understand. Let's say you got a delivery truck, and let's say it only goes 40 miles an hour. Why does it still take me, you know, 20 minutes to go 5 miles on the map? You know, yeah, and I mean, it's just like here on Red Dead, man. I don't understand on this. It's like right now one of the dailies is drive a moonshine wagon 4,000 and something distance. Well, it don't tell me what the distance is. Is that meters? Is that feet? I know it's not miles, but I mean, it takes you. It Yeah, I mean, if you let's say you take the delivery wagon and you go straight to from your shine shack straight to the delivery point, you'd literally have to do 5 or 6 deliveries depending on where your delivery point was from your shine shack. You'd literally have to do 5 or 6 of them to get that done. Now, me, as long as it's in a good spot to where I can still make the delivery and do it, I'll just drive around in circles and get it done in one delivery. One delivery, I'll get it done because you're talking, okay, 5 or 6. Well, you're waiting 42, 48 minutes every time to make a full shine wagon for a delivery. Uh, and now, like the wagon, the delivery wagon for your camp. Okay, there's one for it right now too. It's 15,300, 800 and something distance. It don't tell you feet or meters. Well, on a short delivery, you can't make that. You could, but you'd have to drive around and you could potentially run out of time to make the delivery. But you can do a long distance, which takes you like 20, 30 minutes to complete a long delivery. And you'll get it done before you get there. And see, that's another thing. If you're doing it in a public lobby, once you go so far on a long distance delivery, then people on the map can see you. You show up as a red target on the map to them. If you do a short delivery, they can't see you unless they're like, you drive right by them to where they can see you. You don't show up on the map. So that's the reason I tell everybody do short deliveries, you know. Yeah, well, some people's got it in their head. Well, I'm making, I can't remember, $600 on a full wagon to do a long delivery. I'm like, yeah, but you're making 500 on a short delivery, and you can do a short delivery in 15 minutes, depending on the delivery point from your camp. So, and plus you're showing up on the map. So why risk it? You know. Now, if I'm gonna do that for the daily, I try to make a poker table lobby, or I'll go into an MTU lobby one of the two. Right. And then I'll uh, do a long delivery just for the distance. Now, like say me and Fernandez, when he's doing his dailies on here, and me and him's doing them together, we'll make a poker table lobby. If one of us has got a full wagon, we'll do it. Well, we can get there. It gives you like say 40 minutes to do the delivery. Okay. Well, now the way it works is if you're in my posse and you donate to Crips, it goes towards my stock. If I'm in your posse and I donate to your Crips, then it goes towards your stock for your wagon. So you can help each other out, get full wagons in that part. And also you know, like say if I do a resupply and I'm solo, then and it's a bag resupply, then I only have one bag. But now if I'm in a posse with somebody else and I do a resupply and it's a bag resupply, then there's two bags. Now if it's a wagon, it's always just one wagon, no matter how many's in the posse. But for every person that's in the posse, there's an extra bag. So if me and you was in a posse right now and I went to do a resupply, they would be two. But if you're on the other side of the map doing something, then I've got to get both of those bags by myself. And it doesn't give me any extra. Not necessarily. I do them like that all the time. I have done them that way multiple times. Have somebody in the posse and do a resupply and just get both of them by myself. Uh, because you're on your horse, so you can drive a direct line work pretty much. Um, but now, um, let's see, coins and eggs. Um, so I mean, it's not really that bad to try to do them by yourself if there's only two. But now if there's three people in the posse, then yeah, I need at least one of you to come and help me on this. You know what I mean? Because I mean that's a lot of back and forth, and so yeah, yes, especially if it's a good distance away. Now some of them's not really far away, and what would get you would be the time constraint. Is what would end up getting you on that. You'd end up running out of time before you got the third one back. You don't get no extra for being more people in the posse than you do by doing it solo. It still gives you the same amount of materials, and the you still can only make 25 goods for the resupply. So, and see that with a resupply, if it's a bag, then you usually get like five materials. In other words, it's like donating a rabbit or a couple of rabbits to your camp. But now if it's a wagon, it gives you 20. So that's like donating a 3-star deer or something. So yeah, you want wagons over everything else, but you have no control over actually what it's going to give you. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Most of the time, it's bags. It really is. Yeah, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't rely on the resupplies for materials for my camp anyway. I, if you know, if I'm stocking my camp up for materials, I just go out and hunt stuff. And like right now, I've got enough. I've got some legendary carcasses, and I've got one more 3-star cougar, which you can only put 5 large carcasses in your hunting wagon. Uh, but I've got enough right now in my hunting wagon to where if he runs completely out of materials, I could fill him up and still probably have maybe one carcass left.
Until when is the hangar der?
You hang on a second. It's till Thursday morning, Fernandez. Now, what was you saying about the material? Oh, the materials is just to fill up your wagon for a sale. You don't really. It's just like sourcing items for your hangar. It's just something you're doing for a sale to make money, and it's one of the better sale sales that you've got. Because like a local delivery, I think I don't pay much attention to stuff like that. To be honest with you, I think it's like $500 for a local delivery and 600 for a long distance delivery. Uh, but like I said, I hardly ever do a distance delivery unless it's for a daily. That's the only time I ever really do a distance delivery. And then I'll only do it in a private lobby because if I'm doing a distance delivery, I'm doing it to get my distance. Well, I don't have to go all the way to the delivery point for my distance, but I want to make sure and at least get far enough for my distance because not long after you start, you show up on the map. And basically, to put it in GTA terms, you would be going from the airport to Oscar Guzman's. They'd be trying to blow you up at least, if nothing else. Well, I say that now. I get on a lot of lobbies to where people don't even mess with me. I mean, I might do a full long distance delivery and not see the first person, you know. But then there's sometimes I'll get in a lobby and I'll just be riding along doing something, not showing up on the map other than riding close enough to where I show up on somebody's map and they want to shoot me. But
It's
I'm
hard
going to
being a
say,
hangar solo man face palming, light skin tone see no evil monkey.
yeah, I'd say it is Fernandez. I plan on trying to get Duck and Evil to help me do mine when I sell it tomorrow night, if they will. Uh, but I'm going to say 90, probably 92% of the time, 95% of the time, I never have nobody mess with me. I don't know how many times I play and I don't even see another person show up on my map. It's like right now, I've been playing for what? Summer's around
Been
two
trying to stack a
hours.
bit, but what is Duck doing Oren?
I don't know. Hang on, Fernandez. Uh, I've been playing for
He's not
two
lagging.
hours and I've not even seen the first person in 2 hours. Yeah, so I just now seen somebody killed somebody, but that don't mean they're anywhere even close to me. It'll tell me that anywhere on the map. The map is there's somebody right there. I just seen somebody rode past somebody. Um, But the map for Red Dead is so much bigger than the GTA map. I mean, it's huge. It's probably 2 or 3 times the size of the GTA map for Red Dead. Let me invite Fernandez over here. He was wanting to know what you was doing. Oh, sorry, I accidentally made another one with him instead of inviting him to the one we had. So yeah, I mean, it's just it's that's how it all works out on Red Dead. Really, is just a matter of whether you run into buttholes or not. What's up, Fernandez? Just trying to knock these dailies out. Yeah, see, I just rode past 4 more people and they didn't even mess with me. Yeah, I think I'm at like 40 something. I know I'm at 40 something. Or no, maybe I'm at 35. That's what it was. Yeah, I'm at 35. But it shouldn't take that long to get 15 more. I think it took me maybe about 4 hours to get 35. So I figure maybe another couple hours to get the other 15. But I'd source one and then I'd run down to my warehouse and get Lupe going again and go buy more armor, and then I'd go back and it'd be ready to source again. Well, the only thing that's bad about doing that though is you're not going to get the full payout. Well, if you get Rooster to do it, you don't know what you'll get. One of the eight that he 8 items, so you won't get the bonus for being. You won't get the 35 at 25 items. You get a 35% bonus. At 50, you get a 70% bonus. So you won't get the bonus if you've got, say, 5 of this one, 5 of that one, 5 of that one. What's up, Evil? Nah, I was just trying to see if you'd jump on just long enough to help me do this posse invite, and then you can get back off. That's the only one that I need help with. What's this flyer? What's this flyer? I'm sure it's one I need. Yeah, once I get all these dailies done, I'm not going to do a fossil run tonight. I'm just going to do this and then get on GTA. Nah, it's supposed to go till Thursday, I think, for the hangar. It might be, but I'd heard initially it was for a week, and it didn't start till Thursday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they said it was a week-long event, and it didn't start till last Thursday. Well, technically, the 2 times is for a month. The extra 2 times for GTA Plus is for the week. I've got 35 in about 4 hours. All right, give me just a second. I sent you an invite, Evil. Shouldn't take but five minutes to do this. We just start it and then stand there. What the crap? It's saying it takes more posse members. Hang on a second. You're into my posse, right? It's showing you as a blue dot. It's showing you in the posse. Oh, there it is, infighting. I was looking at team infighting. Alright, I'm gonna start this and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You can kill me if you want to, I don't care. Hey, all we gotta do is complete it. We don't have to even win it. Fast travel, real quick, Evil. I'm on 8 days. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Top 5 for 2 days in a row. Well, you can shoot me or I'll shoot you. One of us just has to. Yeah, this should be all my general. Or no, I gotta find one more parasol mushroom. Hang on, let me see if there's one around here. Yeah, I got 4 of them. I just need one more. Yeah, I'll find it. I know where there's some at. Yeah, it's not worth buying GTA Plus just for that. I mean, if you got GTA Plus, then yeah, it's a bonus. Which I keep it for the simple fact that I can collect all of my money from my vaults without having to go to every single place. That's the main reason I keep it. Yeah, like I said, for me, the it's worth not having to go to every single business to collect money out of my vault. Now, if I had like $500 million and everything bought and stuff, then yeah, I might say yeah, it ain't worth it for me to keep it no more. But it's only $9 a month. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll be over to GTA here in probably about another 20, 30 minutes or so. I just got a few more dailies. I gotta do another. Yeah, just run around and don't eat. Don't eat. Run around. It's it's really hard to lose weight and without drinking one of those weight loss tonics from Harriet. It's really hard to lose it unless you just don't ever eat nothing. Don't even eat the stew in your camp and just run every place. Don't ride your horse. Just run from like one end of the map to the other constantly. Well, when you look at him, is he actually showing a belly on him, or is it just showing you the up area arrow? Okay, that's a glitch. That's a glitch. The only thing that when it's doing that and you're overweight, you take less damage, but your stamina drains quicker. That's the only deal. Yeah, that's the only thing. So I don't even worry about if I'm overweight or underweight. I eat when I want to eat, and I don't eat when I don't need to. If I've got gold cores, I don't worry about it. I don't eat nothing. I don't even worry about the. I don't even. Yeah, I don't even worry about when I get bit by a snake. That poison, it don't do that much damage. Yeah, since it come out, it'll eventually go away. Yeah, you can actually jump lobbies and then it'll go away. Yeah, but if yeah, I don't even worry about it because I can just eat something and get my health right back. Or most of the time I'm riding around with gold health bar or gold health core anyway, so I don't even notice it even drop. I don't even well, so yeah, I don't even worry about it. You can buy ginseng from Madame Nazar. Yeah, it's only one every time you find it. Alright, I'm gonna do a resupply. You still in posse? No, no, that's what I was just wondering. That's like I was telling Duck earlier. If you was off doing something else, I can do a resupply by myself. But if it's two bags, I have to ride back and forth. No, I'll be over to GTA once I finish my dailies. I just got to do this, find a couple more eggs, and find Madame Nazar, sell some items to her, and then well, where I'm working on the award, I'm trying to finish them all off. That's the reason I asked you to come over and help me do that posse in fight real quick. Oh, fucking true. My friggin' horse died. Damn it. Trying to jump on the train. I ain't gonna catch the train now. No, I was doing a resupply and it's a train. Well, I turned around to try to get on the train, and my horse run into the train. Now he's dying, and I can't catch up to the train. I can't call another horse. I'll probably just end up letting it. Oh yeah, it may. Yeah. I see them roadblocks all the time. Just depends on where you're at. Oh, that's good. This thing's gonna be all the way up at friggin' dang past. She's moody, man. And it's totally random as to whether she's gonna spray you or not. I mean, I've killed a legendary and went to her within like 2 minutes after killing it, and she not spray me. And then I've not killed nothing like all day long for hours, and then all of a sudden she'll spray me. So it's completely random as to whether she sprays you. Yeah. If you get sprayed, if you wait like 5 minutes and she opens back up, then she guaranteed won't spray you again. I think she's got imaginary animals, man.
Well done.
Most of the time, when the bear chases you, if you run up to her, he'll stop chasing you, though. Most of the time. Yeah, he'll run around in her tent, but he won't attack you, is what I'm saying. Yeah, he'll go away eventually. You got the bolt action with express ammo. All you got to do is headshot them with the bolt action express ammo. If they're a 3-star to start with, they'll be a 3-star as long as you drop them with that one shot. If you headshot them pretty much with the bolt action, that's the reason I always hunt with the bolt action. Because if you kill something, now the sniper rifle will just it will hurt the pelts. That's why you can put a long scope on the bolt action as well and use it like a sniper rifle. Now you can put a long scope on the you can put a short, medium, and long scope on the bolt action. But I like to use it because it auto locks without the scope. And yeah, if you're in range, but I always just wait until they're chasing me and get up close to me and I'll shoot them because I can one shot them that way and get a 3-star pelt. Next time you're on and I'm on, just let me know, man. I'll ride around and get you all your 3-star pelts. That don't count. That don't count. It's gotta be grizzly. Yeah, it's gotta be grizzly, bro. I can get those for you, man, in no time. Especially if we make a poker table lobby, I can ride around. I can get those for you. And so what is it? 9 of them you need or 8, something like that. Yeah, yeah. I can get you all those bear pelts in probably just a couple of hours. Or maybe less than that. Just depends on if in the private lobby if they're spawning for us or not. I know where a bunch of them spawns at, so I can just ride around and go. Well, it just tells you where they can spawn on that map. I don't look at the map for those. I know where pretty much all the animals. I know where I've got go-to spots. I ain't gonna say that that's the spot you should go to, but that's my go-to spot as far like up around O'Craig's Run. A lot of times you can get one up there. There's like 4 or 5 different spots up in tall trees above Blackwater. You can get them. If you ride around in tall trees, man, you'll get attacked by 3 or 4, sometimes 2 at the same time. Yeah. But I ride around until I can actually get them to chase me, and then they're real close. Yeah, they're always real close to me whenever I shoot them. I don't long scope them. I always just wait until they get close to me and kill them. That should be all my duck eggs. Where's Madam Lazard? Yeah, I had to get. I call a wilderness camp out right here. Yeah, I'm trying to get narcotics too. That's the reason I don't do Rooster. I do it myself. I've hit the car twice this week, but I only get it one time. It give me 20,000 role playing points the second time. Easy. Yeah. Oh, that one that we missed it by like 10 seconds. Gone incognito on us. What did it sell? 3 items, sir. I think's what it is. Let me find 3 here. know there's some mushrooms over here near Blackwater. I just gotta remember where they're at. And then get my 2 tracking arrows, and I'll be over to some GTA. Start working on my. I got a casino that definitely need at least 3 people to do because it's gold. There's no way 2 people could go in there, even if we got it all. We wouldn't be able to move. Probably be stuck in the vault. Yeah, 4 people would be good too. I'm just saying it's definitely more than 2 people. It's definitely more than 2 people for that because we get, like I said, if we got it all, we probably wouldn't be able to even get out of the vault. I know there's a mushroom around here somewhere. I'll go over to the other side of Blackwater. I know where it's at over there. I got 1 more parasol mushroom and then 2 tracking arrows, and I'll be done with all of my dailies for today. Yeah, that's 1 more for my general and 1 more for my trade on my career progress. And plus, by doing them all, where I'm at 1.5 times, you figure 16 times 1.5 times, so that's 24 or 2.4 gold bars plus the extra bonus. So I'm gonna make about 3 gold bars. Yeah, I've been doing at least 1 daily every day. It's like I go back to work Tuesday night, so when I get off in the mornings, I'll do my dailies tomorrow night, and then after reset, I'll get on and before I get off and do at least 1 or 2, 3, 5 dailies, whatever's easy, and then I'll just do at least one every day when I get off work till I'm off next weekend. Yeah, it's just yes, yeah, to keep the streak going. It's just one. No, no, it's just one. Just once you get to the yellow area, go around the outside because it's going to be somewhere close to the outside almost 99% of the time. Well, I'll just I run around, and it depends on where it's at. I run around until I feel my controller vibrating, then I start eagle eyeing for it. Yeah. Oh yeah. When you're going for those, turn your vibration on at least for that. That way, it goes. You'll feel it vibrating just like it's just like collectibles. When you're doing collectibles, you need to have that on because your controller will vibrate when you get close to a collectible. Unless it's one you got to find with the metal detector. And then even then, when you pull your metal detector out, you'll feel your controller vibrating. Yeah. There's a grizzly right there. Already I'm trying to chase this bounty down. Yeah, just go to a gunsmith and just.
Howdy, waving hand. We were about to do a talk. Only saw your message just before.
Oh, you're fine, Kratos. I got it now. You can put the long scope on it or the short or medium scope, just depending on what you want to use it for. But now you have to hit when you got to aim down sight and then hit your uh, left on your right on your D-pad. No, you got to hit right on the D-pad.
Pathetic excuse for a man.
That's what I do. I just kill without it. I wait for it to start chasing me, and then I just shoot
Waited
it.
for you to reply. Seems you'd gone.
Oh, yeah, I might have. Yeah, I just ride around until they start chasing me, and then I stop and wait for it to come catch up to me, and then shoot it, headshot it. Because that way, if you can get it to chasing you, it's definitely you got a real high chance that when you shoot it, you're gonna get a headshot. Yeah, yeah. And if he's chasing at you, if you can get him to run towards you, so what I do is I ride around. When I hear one start growling and coming after me, I'll
Channel
ride
11
just a little
PM.
bit
Must
farther.
sleep, sleeping face.
Alright, Kratos. I'll ride just a little bit farther, and then I'll stop and turn around with my bolt action. And yeah, and then that way I just keep aiming until it automatically locks onto him, and it's pretty much going to be a headshot every time that way. That way, because it's an auto lock on, and if he's running at you, his head's so big that it's going to aim right at his head. If you're using the bolt action with the express ammo headshot, you're pretty much going to drop him with one shot every time. If you don't, then you're not going to get a 3 pelt. Unless you hit it and then he turns around and runs off to die, then you can still get a 3 pelt out of it. If as long as you've got mercy, don't shoot him anymore. As long as you got mercy kill, you can run up to him and kill him and keep it a 3 pelt. But if you don't have mercy kill, just stand there and wait for him to die. As long as he's still a 3 pelt.
If their neck breaks when you drop them in the cell, it still counts as alive.
Alright, that should be all of my dailies.
This is yours.
Okay, all the dailies are done, so now I'm gonna come over to GTA. Give me just a minute, chat, and I'll start a GTA chat.